Alright, gonna try something for the first time tonight, guys. Samuel Gawith Brown No. 4 Kendal Twist. I have heard a lot about this tobacco. They've been out of it everywhere. I hadn't been able to find it. I got an email notification that smokingpipes.com had it in stock, so I ordered a tin, and we'll see what it's like. I'll crack this tin open here, and we'll show you what it looks like as it comes in the tin. Alright, as you can see, it comes in rope form, or in plug form there. Looks like you can just imagine an old cowboy in the 1800s pulling it out and slicing a chunk off of it. This stuff, let me just tell you, it smells really pungent. It has a really strong aroma to it, and the smell almost reminds me of 1792 flake, and I really hope it does not taste like that, because I don't care for 1792. But it's got a really, really strong pungent aroma, kind of like that. And if you will notice, let me slide this out of the way here, and I'll get a little closer to the coins that I have rubbed out here. If you'll notice these chunks, that is a lot bigger pieces than you would normally see. You are not going to rub this tobacco out into a ribbon. It's going to be a little larger chunks than normal. Sorry about this shaking. I'm trying to hold my phone while I do it here to show you that. But you're not going to rub it out into a ribbon cut. It's going to be larger chunks, so we'll see how that goes. As you can see, I am gonna smoke it for the first time in a cob. Got a Missouri Meerschaum Legend there. I'm afraid it's gonna ghost, so I will smoke a few bowls of it before I try it in a briar. Like any Samuel Gawith tobacco, if you've smoked their flakes before, you know that they come pretty moist. This is the same way. This comes very wet. But I have heard, we're going to give this a try tonight, I have heard that you do not want to dry this out. That if you dry it out, it will bite you, and that it will be very harsh. So we're going to try it on the moist side, and I will get this packed up, and I'll see you again in just a second. Alright, guys and gals, I have got a Missouri Meerschaum cob here, and I have got it packed with the Samuel Gawith Brown No. 4 Kendal Twist. Pardon me. I'm excited to try this one. I'll tell you, if you get this, the best way that I think, I saw somebody mention it on one of the forums, and this is how I tried it. I wondered how to cut that rope. I was going to get a knife, pocket knife, and try to cut it. And I'm not a knife guy. I don't have a really good pocket knife, so I thought the best way to do it would be right there. I used my cigar cutter, and it worked like a dream. Just slice them about, oh, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch thick or something, pretty thin, about the thickness of a nickel is about what I did. And it took 3 of them, and I had some left over that I put back in the tin. So we're going to give this a try. Now, let me preface this by saying this is a big boy tobacco. This is not something that you want to smoke if you are new to the game. Or let me rephrase that. You want to be careful if you're new to the game. I've smoked a lot of tobaccos that they say, you know, all the hype is on the Nick hit, and let's see, what are some Dunhill Royal Yacht, Peterson Irish Flake, Dunhill Nightcap. They say all those really strong, and they are. They do have quite a bit of nicotine, but you can handle it. Have you something sweet to drink or something like that, but this is one of the ones that they say will really put you on your ass if you're not careful. I just had dinner. I'm probably middle of the road. I'm not really a nicotine lightweight, but sometimes I can feel it. So I'm kind of a middle of the road guy as far as the nicotine, but approach it with a little bit of common sense and caution. Smoke a small bowl. This Missouri Meerschaum Legend doesn't hold all that much, so I'm not worried about that. And yeah, this is Arkansas, so I got some sweet tea here, so the sugar helps with the nicotine too. Well, let's fire this up and see what we think, guys. Oh, I hadn't even mentioned what the blend is. It is Virginia, burley, and cigar leaf. So and there's no added flavoring that they say. So let's see what we got. Definitely unique. Had to relight it a couple times already. It wouldn't surprise me if that trend continues. Like I said, this does come moist. All right. Definitely full-bodied. It is definitely strong in the flavor department. Obviously, I just lit it, so I don't know about the nicotine factor yet. But it is definitely very full flavored. It is, and long finish, it's still going. I can still taste it. Very full flavored. It has a sweetness to it. And I'll tell you, one thing that you worry about when they talk about how strong something is harshness. Not harsh at all yet. So let me smoke this bowl down about halfway, and I'll check back in with you. But just the first, first minute, it seems like it's going to be a good one. I'll see you in a little bit. Hey guys, we're back. Probably right at halfway through this bowl of Samuel Gawith Best Brown, or not Best Brown. Best Brown's a straight Virginia of theirs. Brown number 4, Kendal Twist. First impressions is a good one. Keep in mind, this is not a review. You're watching me smoke my very first bowl of it. So not a review in any sense of the word, but a first impression, and it is a good one. It's very flavorful, very full-bodied. I'm not feeling a nick yet, but I just had dinner, so if I wasn't on a full stomach, I may be experiencing some of that. The flavor's great, guys. It's like I said, it's got a sweetness to it. It's really earthy. Now, it has some cigar leaf in it. In fact, it kind of looks like if it was straight instead of in that twist, it would look like a cigar. In fact, the outside of that rope is a whole cigar leaf. So that's kind of neat for a pipe tobacco. That's something different you don't see very often. But earthy, sweet. I'm trying to pick up the burleys. Most of the time, burleys have a nutty quality to them. And I don't know if I'm getting that or not. Like I said, it's the first time that I've had it, so any nuances or anything like real subtle flavors, I'll discover them over time as I smoke it in different pipes and get a little more experience with it. One thing I did do, I went inside, and something that I think this tobacco lends itself to is something a little stronger than tea. So I got a little scotch to go along with it. I try to be smart with my pairings. I want to be able to enjoy the tobacco. I don't want my drink to overpower it. And if you're smoking a real mild tobacco, say you're smoking Orlick Golden Slice, which I love, very nice tobacco, you wouldn't want to pair it with a whiskey. I don't think I would want to pair a mild tobacco like Orlick Golden Slice or a mild Virginia with a Scotch or a bourbon. It would overpower it. This is full enough, strong enough flavor that it holds up to a good Scotch. Not that that's a good Scotch. That's Johnny Walker Red Label. So it's not good Scotch by any means, but it's my everyday Scotch. But this has a unique flavor to it, and it's enjoyable. I said at the beginning that the odor, how pungent it was from the tin, reminded me of 1792 Flake. And it's got a Tonquin, I think is how you pronounce it, flavor added to it. And me and it just don't get along. I always said I never met a Samuel Gawith blend I didn't like. Well, when I tried 1792, I found one I didn't like. I hate the smell, I hate the taste. I don't like it. But this does not taste like that. The smell kind of reminded me of it out of the tin, not the flavor. Have required a few relights, as we thought we would, because it is we didn't dry it out. We're smoking a little moist. I may, against the advice that I've read on the forums and some people that have had experience with it, I may dry a little bit of it out just to see for myself what it's like. But it's very enjoyable here. I like tobaccos that have a nice natural sweetness, and this one definitely has it. So I won't keep rambling on and bore you. The first impression is a good one. I think I'm gonna like it. Like I said, can't wait to try it in different pipes, different bowl shapes, try it in a briar, and see if it changes up. Sometimes, you know, depending on how wide or shallow or narrow your bowl is, can change a smoke. So we'll experiment with it and see, but as of right now, I think I'm gonna like it, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Go forth and do good. Hey guys, I thought we were done, but I put those clips together into one video there, and I realized that I'd forgotten a couple things that I wanted to mention. I talked about the cigar leaf in there, but I didn't really talk about the flavor of it. The flavor of the cigar leaf is something that comes in on the finish. Now, when you hear cigar smokers talk about the draw flavors and the finish, a little more so than pipe smokers. And what they're referring to when they say on the draw is when you bring the smoke into your mouth, as soon as you blow the smoke out, what flavors you're getting. The first 2 or 3 seconds, that's the draw flavors. Now, pardon me, they, after, I can't talk. After that, after the first few seconds, the flavor that lingers in your mouth is what they refer to as the finish. You get the cigar leaf notes on the finish. I don't really taste cigar on the draw. But however, 6-8 seconds after you have exhaled, not that you inhaled it, trust me, this is not one you want to inhale. After you have blew the smoke out of your mouth for 6 or 8 seconds, that lingering feeling in your mouth reminds me of smoking a cigar. Most pipe tobaccos are very clean and they don't linger as much. This has a heaviness to it on the finish. The finish is long and it has a heaviness that reminds me of smoking a cigar. One other observation, or 2 others actually. First, we talked about the nicotine. Even in this small bowl, even in this Legend, I'm towards the bottom of it now, and even on a full stomach, I can feel it. So I'm not nauseous, I'm not hiccuping or anything like that, but I can feel the nicotine. There's a little bit of lightheadedness, not in an unpleasant way. It is a pleasurable or an enjoyable amount of nicotine. So it's not anything that I'm feeling ill, but it's definitely there. I would put it at least on par with Peterson Irish Flake or something like that. Like I said, not something that should scare you away, but something you should approach with that in mind. And the last thing about this tobacco, because of how heavy it is, usually when I smoke a Virginia or a Vapor, a Virginia Perique blend, I'll empty the bowl out here. I normally have 2 to 3 bowls in the evening, and I'll smoke a Virginia or a Vapor and I'll empty it out, and if I'm smoking a cob, I'll just pack another bowl of it. If I'm smoking a briar, I'll switch pipes. I don't smoke them back to back, but I'll smoke another bowl right afterwards. This one, I don't think I'm going to be in the mood for a pipe for a couple hours. It's just heavy, and it's a good end of the day smoke. It reminds me of nightcap in that sense. Usually when you smoke nightcap, you're done for the day. And this is going to be that too. I'm going to go in there and hang out with the family and watch a little TV. I'm not gonna fire another bowl up right afterwards. So I may be done for the night, may not be, but I'm certainly done for the next hour or two. So keep those things in mind, guys. I'll say it again, you get to hear it 2 times this time, but it's important, so go forth and do good.